Hi, everyone. Welcome to our weekly market update. It is Monday. We weren't here last Friday yet. We are here Monday. We're here Monday and Friday at 4 o'clock, most Monday and Fridays. But again, last Friday. Sorry about that. So my name is Vinnie. Co-host over here.
David Wright. Thank you guys for joining us, guys and gals, for joining us.
Well, so let's jump into this. If you've watched our market updates before, what we do is we kind of go over the numbers of the San Diego market, giving kind of a reference point of what's going on. And then David is going to enlighten us with what's going on with interest rates. And interest rates, again, if you've been watching us, you'll know that they are historic lows, as you can see from on the bottom of the screen right here. But let's just jump into it. All right, so new properties hitting the market. I mean, we've seen it's kind of, I mean, we need a lot of inventory to hit the market. One thing we've kind of been slowly noticing is less properties coming on the market as a whole, right? We were sitting pretty consistent in July, August, about 1,000 properties in the market. Went down, dropped down under 1,000, went a little above it, and now for the last couple of weeks have been under 1,000 new properties hitting the market. We'll see how that changes. It's kind of coincided with a little less property selling. Again, those properties that are selling were a month ahead of time, most of the time 30-day escrows. Now, if we look into the under 700,000 mark, not maybe as drastic, but you're still seeing that kind of dip down under the 500. Maybe over the next week or so, we might go up a little bit, drop up. But yeah, something to kind of keep an eye on. The active properties, I mean, we're still at 37. We were at 38 last time we looked at this number. Pending, close to 5,000. It has trickled down a tad bit. Just, you kind of follow the numbers. We're still more pending properties from 300 to 700,000, basically double, right? 700 and under. And close to triple for detached pending properties. So that means a real shortage of inventory. We're closer balanced, though, you can kind of see in the attached market. So condos, townhomes, row homes. So if you're looking at this right here and you're kind of freaking out, you're looking to buy a detached property, right? Especially 700,000, it might be kind of scary times. But maybe you're looking to buy a condo, a townhome, or row home. A property like that, and there's going to be a little more choices to choose from, right? So when you break down the different markets in San Diego County, there might be better options that are available for you. So know what you're looking at when you're putting offers out there and dissecting the market, because yes, it's really swayed towards the seller's market. It really is, and we've been more of the seller's market over the last, I mean, I don't know, a couple of years.
Yeah, long time now.
Long time. So, but yet there's pockets in San Diego County that are not as crazy of a market as other markets. So things to think about.
A lot of things to think about, Vinny. That's for sure. It's definitely an interesting time. We had more data come out today from the National Home Builders Index, and guess what? We have a shortage of materials. We have a shortage of land, and we have a delay in processing of permits. So what does that mean? So all the data you just gave us right there, builders can't get the materials they need. They can't get the permits they need. And the land that they wanted to initially build on, they're not getting now either. So that means that the shorting of housing is going to probably continue to be like this. For those of you who are in San Diego and you look around, there's only a couple places that they're really building. That's Chula Vista area. And then if you look around Mission Valley, there's a couple big complexes going up in there. But other than that, you don't see too many things being built here. And that just means less supply of inventory, higher demand. And with that higher demand, what do we have that things have switched? Me and Vinny went over this last week. They're now doing 10% down jumbos. I know we talked about this, but it's so super important to let you know that 10% down jumbos are a real thing now. It's going to actually probably make the market more competitive than it was before, because Vinny, as you know, the house that's 700,000 versus the house that's 850, they're a little bit different.
Yeah, you might not have now. Of course, each area, each community in San Diego is gonna be a little bit different. Yeah, if you look across the board, under 700,000, like that 600, 700 ballpark number right there is going to be a more aggressive than the 750, 850, 900 ballpark. So if you can bump yourself up a tad bit, you might get a little more bang for your buck when you're purchasing.
And speaking of bang for your buck, let's do the quick tip of the day. I thought about a nice tip of the day that's going to be able to apply to everybody. So when you go out, tip of the day, you're going to go out and look at houses. So you have raised foundation and pier and post. Tip of the day, if you have plumbing go wrong, which is easier to fix? Vinnie, what is it? Raised foundation. So for those of you that don't know what this is, if you're with your agent and your agent doesn't know if it's pier and post or raised foundation or slab, that's a problem. Raised foundation means there's a crawl space underneath your house. That means it's easier to fix plumbing issues, and electrical dropping and running wires throughout your house is way easier. So tip of the day, I'm kind of biased. I like raised foundation houses. That's just me. But tip of the day to help improve cost on plumbing issues and different wiring, raised foundation.
Well, and be aware too that even if it's raised, sometimes there's not a lot of room to get out from underneath there, right? So you kind of want to look at the crawl space and see how much actual room is there, because I mean, for us bigger fellows, sometimes it can get more difficult to work the piping and things like that, and so
you got big muscles, Vinny. It's careful. You got to be careful. Vinny is at deadlift at 1,000 pounds now, which the mortal man has a lot of problems with. But Vinny, no problem. 1,000-pound deadlift all day.
So take a look though at that crawl space. That is a huge thing when people are looking at properties, especially when you're talking about an older property. When you're looking at the idea of maybe changing it out because the piping is getting corroded over time, right? So if it's raised, that's going to make your life easier and easier on your pocketbook to deal with that later on. So something to kind of really think about.
The other thing with the raised foundation, sometimes it can be a stinker. And in my case, I'm going to mention this because I had a skunk family living under my house, raised foundation, and it's a pretty stinky situation.
Well, all right. So if you're looking to buy, if you're looking to sell, if you're looking for any kind of real estate questions, feel free to reach out to myself or David. We'd love to be that resource for you in San Diego County. If you're looking to buy outside of San Diego County, David might be able to help you out with he's licensed in other states. I'm licensed in California, yet my team has affiliations with other agents all over the United States, so we can help you out, give you a good resource to get you in contact with. So feel free to reach out to us with any kind of questions you might have. Also, too, we do buyer seminars, we do investor seminars. Feel free to follow us, subscribe. We try to do it once a weekend, some kind of seminar going over more specifics about the buying process in this current climate. Any last words?
For those of you out there who are doing cash out refinances, please talk to your lender. Get them all the documents they need now. The clock is ticking. If you don't finish your cash out refinance by November 7th, you are in for a major problem with cost, and nobody wants to pay more money. So you're working with your lender right now, you're doing a cash out refinance, and he or she says, hey, I need this, hey, I need that. Please get it to them. Please help them complete the transaction so that you can get the money that you need. Otherwise, we thank you guys for your time, and we're really appreciative.
Thanks, everyone.